Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, what's
It's your boy Madigan
yeah? It's your boy View.
coming from a different view.
What it do?
What let's see who's in chat. I see a couple people already.
All
Oh, no.
right,
It's just my automatic Facebook caption that I can't stop from happening for some reason.
gotcha.
Wow. So we do have some submissions.
Sweet.
We have LNF gonna be coming in here. And actually he said he's just gonna be stopping in.
So you didn't want to be reviewed?
He's gonna get reviewed. Sorry, I'm over here trying to. Honestly, I'm putting this pre-workout in this water because I need a shot. Yo, what up, David Yang? What up, dog?
Davik Yang. That's my boy from elementary school, man. So,
Nah,
so I went to school with a half my school is pretty much Mongs.
that means.
So Mongs are actually, they don't have a country. Some of them are from Laos, and I can't remember what the other where else it was, if I'm not mistaken. I know there's like Laotians, but I'm pretty sure that Mongs are from out like around Laos too, or something like that. I may be completely wrong, but I grew up with a bunch of Mongs, and a lot of my friends are Mongs from back home.
Yo, what up, Justin? I've never heard of that. You know what I just found out? Have you heard of mole people?
I know I have, man. I know I have. I just don't. During my conspiracy,
No, it's not. It's not a conspiracy. Like
I feel like I've heard of
I just watched like a documentary on YouTube. And basically mole people are people that live under the Vegas Strip. And there's literally tunnels that go miles underground.
All right.
And they live there.
All right, I'm about to look this up.
Yes, bro. And they have like their own set of laws. There's a mayor of the underground, and bro, it's weird. Most of them are drug addicts.
So it's estimated of about 1,000 homeless people find shelter in the storm drains underneath the city for protection from extreme temperatures. Mole people.
And most of them do heroin or they do meth. But they have like a meth section and then they have a heroin section.
Yeah, they look,
because the heroin people are like, we don't like the meth people. They're too uppity for us.
Hey, y'all see them right here? This is the mole people, man. That's sad. Boy, I tell you what.
Bro, they're actually living underground.
Yeah. Yeah, golly, man.
Yep. So the documentary that I watched, that was like a walkthrough of where they're living under the Vegas Strip. They literally have like safety things so cops don't know they're back there and stuff and whatever. But these people go in and then they help them get in rehab. They help them to, basically like better their lives and get out of the situation. But there's some people in there that are literally fleeing from the law, so they literally can't go back to where they're from. Like this one dude's from Hawaii, and he got caught with a meth. And in Hawaii, I guess if you get caught with a pipe, you get a felony for the pipe. And then if you get caught with the drug, you get a felony for the drug as well. So he said he would have been in jail for like 10 years. And he fled from Hawaii, and now he lives under the Vegas Strip. Because he realized if he would have like got a job, he would have got caught up.
Dang.
Anyway, tonight is not about the mole people.
Nope.
I am going to go in Patreon right now because I'm sure somebody in there.
Yo, and I'm about to drop my Patreon earlier than expected because I've had some engineers hit me up and want me to help them by listening to their mixes and review their mixes and give them constructive criticism and help them. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get my Patreon opened up this week and have it where I have the beginner section as well. I'm going to continue to grow that, which would help beginners. But for the ones who are engineers and want some one-on-one time with me, I'm gonna have a tier just for them. They can sign up for that, and um, yeah, from there, we'll do some one-on-one on multiple sessions. I'll help you get your mixes where they need to be. I've already helped, another engineer I've been helping, and he agreed to join the Patreon. So I mentioned it to him. I was like, hey, I'm going to make a Patreon where you can join, and I'll review multiple mixes, and we'll get you where you need to be. So I think that's the way I'm going to go. So if you're interested, I will be having my Patreon come up, and I believe it's Richview Multimedia. Let me check real quick.
We've been waiting for that.
Yeah, patreon.com/Richview Multimedia. I believe that's the.
We have been waiting for that. That's what's up.
Yep. I'm just going to share.
So you're gonna start the tiers, because I know you had a plan of like segments that you were putting together.
Right. Yeah. So I'm still gonna have the tiers. Like so far, I've got the first beginner video up,
Hold
and
on, we need to make that bigger somehow.
let's see. So
Can you zoom in on your screen? Control plus. There you go.
Okay. Is that better? I can go a little bit more, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. So right now, I've just got the beginner tier. I've got a beginner post right here. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is have the beginner tier, the intermediate tier, and then I'm going to have the mentor tier where I'm going to do one-on-ones. We're going to constructive criticize your mixes and see what you need to do to fix your mixes and make them better, and try to get everybody, as close to the levels that I can get them to where I'm at, and we can all grow together.
Get it. Do you have a slogan?
Now, you want to help me make one? I helped someone make a friend of mine, Joe. He does
see your mix from a different vantage point.
My friend Joe, he helps people with finances and stuff, and I had messaged him about helping me with this thing we're talking about, and I said, "Help me, Joe," and I said, "Boom!" I said, "You're welcome for the slogan." Hey, it's me. Help me, Joe. Help me out, Joe.
Is that his slogan?
I said, help me grow. I said, help me grow, Joe. That's what I said to him. I said, help me grow, Joe. I was like, you're welcome for the slogan. I'm help me grow, Joe. Yeah, that's a good slogan, right?
It is.
If I was Joe, that's what mine would be. Help me grow.
Let's see. What yours should be.
Slide down a little bit here.
Help me. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. I'm gonna get it. Hey, if you would like to submit any music tonight, you're welcome to do that. I just hit everybody up on Patreon. But yeah, we're just locked in right now. I know that let me actually hit up DJ Lost and Found, because he's supposed to be coming in here. Make sure he has the link.
Word. I'm gonna take a picture of something real quick.
What's up with you, Justin? How are you doing?
KMF Disciple in the building.
Yeah. Dang, I'm having so many notifications going on right now. Okay, this is what I'm doing. I can't. I'm so ADD when I have notifications pop up when I'm doing stuff. It's so hard for me to remember what I was doing.
Let's talk about the new mix, the new song by Joseph Madigan. It's about to drop.
And mix and master by view.
When are you going to drop it?
I don't know, man.
You're gonna let the reels grow for a little bit.
Yeah, man. Like you seen it? I'm doing a lot of different stuff on there.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I'm getting like the thing is like sometimes the algorithm just doesn't push it out there.
Mm.
And it makes me think, wait, am I doing something wrong? Wait, well, I'm going to continue to improve. So I don't need to fret and be like, oh, everything needs to be perfect or I need to like make things happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like I trust that when it's time, God will make things happen the way they will happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried about it. He said he should be good in a bit. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it, man. Because like I feel like I've been there as an artist, and one thing I don't like though is like when I know a song is great
Mm-hmm.
and then you drop it and then like nobody hears it.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So like I'm trying to I'm being like, yo, I've done that enough times to where I got to do something different at this point. Because if I expect something different to happen, it's just not going to. So
I say, did you buy the? Do you own the beat? Do you get the exclusive on the beat?
I have a lease, yeah. No, not exclusive.
I would get the exclusive for sure.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
The thing
It's
about
way more money.
exclusive, how much? Like the exclusive lease, you don't have
Yeah.
to buy the exclusive like unlimited where like you're the only owner. But the one where you can push it on radio as many times as you
Oh,
want.
yeah, I have that one.
Okay.
Unlimited.
You didn't get the
Exclusive
you
means
didn't
like all rights.
you didn't get the track out?
They only had two options on that one.
So it is what it
Yeah.
is. It still sounds good. So what we can do is we can go ahead and start pushing on the radio. Let's get it registered and push on the radio before you even drop it.
Can you do that?
I mean, I can. I can get it on the radio. Go ahead and get it registered. You know what I'm saying? Get it registered, and then I'll help you get it everything you
Well,
need
how does
registered.
that work? Because you would put it on the radio, right?
Mhm.
And then
I mean, people would be looking for it, so that would be kind of backwards. But if you want to go ahead and drop it, we can go ahead and start pushing on the radio. I can get it on the radio like every day and get it counted. We just got to get it registered properly. Otherwise, it's just a waste.
you mean with the
The
ISRC?
IRSC and then all the other things you got to register for. You got sound scan. You got what's this thing called? It's like Danny. It's called Harry Fox.
What I don't know what you're talking about right now. You're
Yeah, it's a
throwing animal names.
different agencies that help you when it starts getting played on the radio. It helps it to just go further and more
Okay.
opportunities come up and stuff.
Okay.
So
Well,
we get that handled.
look like I need a little back end lesson
Yeah, yeah, we'll get
because your boy has no idea what he's doing.
that.
He's just
But
trying
that's
stuff.
the great thing about this show is we're networking, and then we're going to keep networking, and then we're going to be bringing people on here who's going to network with us, and we're just growing this network, this kingdom network, and we're all going to be learning together.
It's facts, bro. Because like, and it doesn't always look like some. I think honestly, I need to change the name of this to Madigans Reactions podcast, or or something along those lines, because it turns into a lot more. Someone else said that last week. They were like, "I loved your podcast.
Mm.
You and View talking and going through stuff. It was super dope."
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I would ask Chat GPT that.
You have Chat GPT?
I've got on there and I've got on there and asked it some questions for sure.
Wait, I don't you have to pay though. It's
No,
like,
you just go to Chat GPT. Let me see if I got it on this computer. You just sign up with your email and let me pull it up here. Let's see if I'm on.
I didn't know you can ask stuff for free.
It says you can try Chat GPT. Let me log in. Let me see. What did I use?
Okay.
Oh gosh. So, obviously there's all this talk of, oh, this is, scary, da da
We got a
da.
submission.
Nice.
Ballhead Brad.
All hair Brad's back on the show.
Ballhead Brad back on the show. Hey, bro, you can use the link from last time. It still should work to get you in here. Tell me if you don't have it, or I'll just send it to your email.
Here we go. Let's do this. Continue with Google.
Yeah, that's what I love about this too, though. Network and building. And also too, this is long form building. So it's like you're actually like I feel like a lot of people try to ploy with ads and different things like that. You're not really building relationship with those people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
they ain't gonna care about you at the end of the day.
Man,
They don't.
I've
Go
spent
ahead.
some money on some ads, man, and like was not happy with it at all when I did.
Bro, because it doesn't work just like all right, so like me and you, we've been talking a lot more. We invest in that relationship, you know what I mean? And you know, we talk, whatever. Now we're doing stuff together. Now I did a song with you. Now, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like you start building with someone like that and your connection just becomes more solid with that person
Right.
and trustworthy. And I think that's the thing. Like people try to skip ahead and make it a numbers game when the quality of your relationships is always gonna outweigh the numbers.
Right.
Because you could have 100 people that are really for you push you way farther than having 10,000 people that just kind of mess with your stuff once in a while.
Right.
That was a nugget. But
That's why
bro,
that's
go ahead.
why with the whole AI thing, I've heard audio engineers that I know are amazing audio engineers. They I've heard them talk about like all this AI stuff, look at the chat. Hi, we're going to offer a promotion to your channel and viewers.
I saw
Um,
that.
but yeah, they talk about like, oh, now there's AI plugins and they can do this and that to songs, and oh, engineers are not going to be needed one day. Da-da.
No.
Like the thing is like you can't get personable with a plugin. And I've even had people send me songs that they use the e-master. Even Marcus sent me something from that he had e-mastered. And it's like it sounds loud, but man, I could hear artifacts being added to it. I could hear things I'm like, "Oh yeah, that doesn't sound great." And I remastered songs for him that was sent to e-master, and he was just like, he even agreed like, "Yo, this sounds great." So the thing is that like that e-master thing only takes like a couple minutes. I sit here and take my time with each piece of hardware and tune the songs and get it to where I think it sounds amazing, and then sometimes might even reprint. So I'm gonna pull up Chat GBT here, and we were talking about what were we talking about? Marketing a second ago? Is that what we were talking about? Oh, the podcast. All right, let's do this. Tell me if you can see the screen pretty good. Let's do Chat GPT. All right, you see it? Let me zoom in.
Oh, you gotta open it.
All right. Should I name my show live show or podcast? Let's see what it says. This is crazy, bro.
What does it say?
All right. Okay, it's going, so I'm just going to read it. The choice between live show and podcast depends on the format and goals of your show. If your show will primarily be live and have interactive components such as live Q&A, audience participation, then live show might be more appropriate title. This could also convey the immediacy and energy of a live event. On the other hand, if your show will primarily be pre-recorded and distributed online, then you want to emphasize that as an audio only program, podcast might be a better fit. The title is also recognizable to listeners as a specific type of audio program that they can subscribe to and listen to on demand. Ultimately, the title of your show should accurately reflect its format and content and help potential listeners understand what to expect. You should also consider testing different titles with a focus group or survey to see which one resonates more with your target audience. Yo, that's wild, ain't it?
BGPT.
Boy, I'm telling you, bro. I was on there typing things like, "How can I make my YouTube grow?" It gives you a whole checklist. How can I market my website?
Really?
Yeah, I did like how can I market my website the best? And it gave me like SEO options and all these things and like a whole list. It's like it's weird. It's wild. And so once I started messing with it, I started researching, okay, what is Chat GPT? And what it is the same way our computers have processors, right? Like the i7, i9, the M1, the processing chips. Chat GPT is it's a microchip called GPT, and it's a AI chip that they've developed. And yeah, man, it's super quick. It's kind of like you could Google the stuff, but you would have to go through like sites and try to find some of the stuff, like where ChatGPT is quick and gives you a lot of really good information on your questions. It's pretty wild.
Can you send me the code I just sent to your phone? It's for I'm making that Gmail
Oh, okay.
so we can have a.
All right. 518027.
Well, don't say it out loud. You can text it back to me though.
Nobody knows what you're doing.
Okay, what was it?
It's a 518027.
It's true. Good point. But it was a secret code. All right. We should have bald-headed Brad on here soon because he submitted. Where are you, Brad? Maybe he's not able to make it. Oh, maybe he's not able to make it.
What do you say?
He didn't answer me. He just.
I'll message him real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna send you over the email and password for submission.
Yo, while we're waiting on that, any other question you want me to ask ChatGPT while we're on here? Hey, anybody in the chat? Anybody watching? Any questions?
Oh, yeah, that's a good thing. Do that.
Any questions you want me to ask ChatGPT while we're live? I'm gonna see if it knows who you are. Who is Joseph Madigan? Yeah, let me share my screen here. What's up, Jamel?
Jamel,
We are
what
playing
up, bro?
ChatGPT while we're waiting on some folks here. All right, ChatGPT. I'm gonna ask, who is Joseph Madigan? I'm sorry, but AI, as an AI language model, I do not have access to information about every person in the world. There may be several individuals with the name Joseph Madigan.
Right.
Let's ask about the show. What is Madigan's reactions on YouTube? What is Madigan's reactions on YouTube? Oh, it could.
Yeah, I'm
So,
not famous enough.
yeah.
So there's that. They're like, yeah, we don't know who this guy is.
What up, bald head bread?
What's up?
What's up, bro? We see you a little bit better tonight. You're not standing out
Yeah.
on
Oh,
a.
yeah.
You're not standing in an alley against a brick wall tonight.
Nah, I had to switch rooms.
My wife told me to ask ChatGPT what's for dinner tonight. See what it says.
That's a good one.
I'm not able to know what you have in your pantry or what you're in the mood for. Perhaps check what ingredients you have available in your kitchen or consider your favorite types of cuisine to help you decide what to have for dinner tonight. That's pretty funny. So yeah, Brad, we were chatting with we were asking ChatGPT some questions, and I was telling Joseph how like I've actually used it to ask questions like what I should do for marketing, and
What
it
up, Cow
actually
Milk?
gives you some really good like answers. Like, how can I market my YouTube? It'll give you a whole checklist of things to do to grow your YouTube, or how to market my website. I'd be interested to ask it things like, specific for music and getting music out there even.
Right.
MTM Isaiah, have you heard of him yet?
Yeah.
You have, Brad?
Yeah.
I'm gonna check him out.
His music is crazy.
MTM
Yeah.
Isaiah.
Oh, yeah. I love MTN. You ever heard of him?
No, I'm not. I'm not up to date with him.
So
Yeah.
just today, I heard one of his tracks, and so if you've seen his reels, so this is the new place to submit. Submissionbox54@gmail.com. Okay, there's no significance to the 54, but we'll tie a scripture to it later or something. Okay, just make it real nice, wrap it on a bow, say your song in there. Okay, Cow Milk. Let's see what he said. Are you gonna react to more NF stuff soon? I did. Today I did, but don't click off the video. Chill with us, because you're going to hear an artist that you probably not have heard before, and he's super dope. Bald head Brad right here below. I might, okay, so then I'm looking forward to listening to some of the older stuff. So I reacted to the motto behind the scenes. I just did that today. So I just posted that. But yeah, we're going to be reacting to the whole Hope album, and we'll be doing a giveaway with his sweater, his album, all that stuff. So make sure you watch that video. It will be a secret word just like it was for Motto. So I know the Motto reaction's at 13K, so the album reactions probably going to be super dope. You know what I'm saying? All my peeps going to be there. And if view's not there, then I'll just unfollow him on all platforms and delete his number.
Now, what are we talking about? What you said? What was you just now talking about? Because I was getting signed into that email.
I go to the drive. His song is in there. Bald-headed Brad. I'm hyped for the album as well. I'm talking about the NF album. I have one of the people. He actually was at the NF motto. And he was a commenter, Cow Milk.
Got it here.
Yep. So I'm just not blabbing random stuff, I know some peoples,
Brad, is this... Okay, yeah, it's just the MP3, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Get it pulled up
What
here.
about Demon Killer Gang? I have not heard about them, Jamel. I feel like the acronym though stands out to me.
Yeah,
so I must have been hearing something about them.
I heard about them. It's like Christian trap.
It's like Christian trap.
Yeah. It's alright.
Yeah, you look like.
All right, she's getting pulled up there and getting ready.
Yeah,
you look like you want to say more.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, nah, it's good. He make good music. I just listened to it today, actually.
Okay.
It's just not for me, you know what I mean?
Right.
Some songs hit, and some songs is just, I don't know.
Does he wear like a mask or something like that?
In some of the videos, you got masks on.
He said a weird name for Christian trap.
I feel like I've heard of that. That demon. Was it Demon Killer what?
Demon Killer Gang. Gang. For me, okay, let me just tell everybody this. Y'all see me? So all my homies are ex-gangsters that came to Christ. So their music is like that. My music would never be like that. I was never a gangster. I'm letting everybody know that right now, that I was an addict. I was homeless, but I was not no gangster. So it wouldn't make sense for me to come and do music and try to act hard. You know what I'm saying? Try to be like Seven, or try to be like, some of these rappers that really come from that life, And I feel like And also too, I think it's a different dynamic too, because when you try to really act too hard when you're doing Christian music, it's like, bro, how hard are you?
I mean,
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
just like any music, even like in the secular. Like when I was in Atlanta, the big thing about being a rapper and coming to Atlanta was you would be tested. So like if you're coming with this hard music and you're acting gangster, like you're going to be tested, and they just call it, they're going to test your gangster. And so it's kind of like, just be real. Even you're going to be Christian and do rap, just be real. You know what I'm saying? Like your testimony is Jesus speaking through you. So, you know what I'm saying? Just share your testimony. Be real.
Amen. Amen. Kyle Milk said, I'm glad you're willing to admit your faith on YouTube. I know how hard it can be, especially today's day and age. Amen. Absolutely. But honestly, in America, we ain't got it that bad.
Right.
I mean, the worst thing that's gonna happen is somebody gonna talk about you. We have another guest that just popped in here. If you don't know him, you've been living under a rock, Patrick. This is DJ Lost and Found.
What's goody? What's goody?
What's going
man,
on?
I thought I was gonna be backstage.
Oh yeah,
What's
my
up?
bad.
What's
You want
up?
to get right? You want to get right? Now I'll pop you back in. You already
Nah, I'm
in
good. I'm
here.
chilling. I'm chilling.
You ain't here now, so
I'm chilling. I'm chilling, bro. What's goody, y'all?
What up,
Hey,
man?
so this is bald headed Brad. You probably never met him.
What's goody?
LNF. We'll just let his music talk. But we're about to play one of his songs.
But this
Yes, sir.
song is featuring SOG is Soldier of God. You probably never heard his music, but it's one of my mans I grew up in church with.
Okay.
But this is a real rough draft. I did it myself. We did it in the basement, so don't judge it that bad.
Oh, we gonna judge it? No.
Oh yeah.
It cuts off abruptly because I didn't know how to edit that last part of it.
So it's like a demo.
Yeah, because he don't write music, so it was
Okay.
hard to do it. All of his stuff. This whole song is freestyle, so we didn't write anything down, and I'm trying to keep it because he can't do it again.
Dope. And Lost and Found, last week we had Ballhead Brad come on here, man, and he just surprised us with his music, man. It was just like we were like both like, wow.
Yeah, after this one, let's play one of them.
Yeah, he's got some good music up his sleeve. So I'm about to drop this right now. This is Ballhead Brad featuring SOG. Shut up.
Boomerang. I'm up and giving them praise. I'ma just give them the praise. I'm up and giving them praise. Shout out my lawyer, he's saying. I was just living this thing. Yeah, he just showed me his grace. Yeah, he just broke from the grave. Shout out my Jesus, he's changed. Jesus, my Lord and Savior. He really just saved me right out of the mud. I was just living my life like a slave. I was just living my life like a thug. Yeah, I was so broken. Then he just gave me a taste of his love. Down bad, I really was hurting, and then he just gave me the blood of the sun. Yeah, y'all ain't doing me well. Y'all can run it for 12. My Savior came into my life, he's doing me well. Yeah, Yahweh threw the stars in the sky, and I know he divided the well. Hey, Yahweh threw the stars in the sky, and I know he divided the well. Wait, shut up and give him the praise. Yes. Shout out my lawyer, he said. Yeah. Shut up and give him the praise. Yeah. Shout out my lawyer, he said.
Shout out my lawyer, he said. Shut up and give him the praise. Shout out my lawyer, he said. All I know, I put my hands on the blind. Then he opened the eye. He renewed my mind. He's always in time. Put my hands on the blind.
This is your boy now, right?
He's always in time. He renewed in my mind. He woke me up. Ancient of days. I give us a praise. To his glorious name. Touch his eyes. He awakened the blind. He's always in time. Renewed in my mind. He's always in time. Glory divine. Glory divine. He's always in time. Yeah, Jesus Christ to me, yeah. Jesus Christ, my king, yeah. I can't cry my knees, yeah. Press on my knees, down on my knees, down on my knees. Down to my king. Hallelujah, can't see, yeah. Yes, you are, can't you see? Yes, you are, yes, you are, yes, you are. Yeah, yes, you are the Lord. Yeah, when I go to the door, with the God, I'm praising the Lord.
Dang, it just stopped right there?
That's what he said.
Yeah.
It stopped abruptly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's hard though, bro. It's got some energy to it. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, Lawson said energy, man. Energy on.
Yeah, the energy was crazy. It reminded me of like a Lazarus, kind of like that type of energy. Not the same style at all, but that kind of just dun it, and just the drops, the way you came in and out of the drops. I know with a clean recording and stuff, it would just enhance the track.
Man.
I think the second verse was okay the first half. When he started getting repetitive towards the end of the second verse, he lost me right there because I was like, it kind of just took me out for a second, and then it brought me back in. I just think he just needs to rewrite that part and just make it just as interesting as that first part coming in, which he was kind of like getting into it, you know, starting with a little momentum. And then he was about to get into it, and then he started being repetitive and lost me. But anybody else? Go ahead. What do you guys think?
Like I said, go ahead, Lawson Found. You go.
Yeah. I'll say, the energy was crazy. Excuse my voice. I'm a little under the weather today. But the energy was crazy, bro. Not everybody can do that. You know what I mean? As far as the energy goes. So I that was the first thing that stuck out to me. A little contrary to what Joseph was saying, I think depending on what this track is, like if you're performing this live after it's mix and master and all of that repetitiveness, it made the anticipation, excuse me, for that last hook like go up. So for me,
How dare you contradict me on this show? I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Right? You know, for me, it brought that anticipation. I knew what was coming, and I wanted to experience that with you. So for a live show, I think this is definitely something that could really work, especially like a first or second track to really get people engaged.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah, I agree with you. Especially like on that last part where he's getting hype. If you took those last two bars and just dropped the beat, and he's like, and then come back on the hook. That'd be hard.
Yeah, when he did that last part, that was like at first I just let him freestyle the whole beat, but that part I just took it out and I put it at the end. That's why I stopped so abruptly because I didn't know how to finish it. I had to like plug it in somewhere.
Yeah.
Over there. And then he didn't have it, so I had to, imitate his voice and try to add it on it and make it one piece and stuff like that. So it was a hard night. We was up all night doing it. So yeah.
It's dope, though.
Did you record that one recently?
Yeah, probably like last month.
Okay.
So we just gotta get the setup right so your recordings are coming in clean. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I went over to his house. I was
yeah.
On my stuff, and we was just playing around. So.
You got to start saving those play arounds. Back, nah, bro, we're going to the studio.
How are you doing though? How are you doing, Brad? With everything, I know last time we talked, we was praying for, just your situation and everything that was going on. So how's things been for you lately?
I'm chilling. I'm just taking my day.
Okay. Cool. I just want to make sure I ask. You know what I'm saying? Oh, dang. I think he froze on me. Yeah. Is it me? No, it's not me. Okay. That's right. Yeah, last time, remember, he clipped out. Where's that other song view that we had of him? Let's play one of those tracks. I want LNF to hear him because, bro, he surprised me.
Here we go.
And it was even worse because last time he came on here, bro, his camera was like off. His camera was like dark.
Yeah, he was like in an alley, like against a wall with like a street light and everything. Like it was like,
bro,
like he hit me up on Instagram And bro, he's got 4 posts. Ain't nothing special. And he's like, "Hey, I want to get on the show." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah." So he submitted, got on Patreon. I'm like, "Man, I hope this music's good, man." I'm just sitting here
Bro,
thinking,
I thought it, yo.
you seen that he popped on the camera. It's like, oh man, this quality's just gonna be so bad. I just know it. And then, bro, we played the song and we were like, "Oh,
Bro, he surprised me, lost.
Okay.
I'm gonna play
I
it.
saw his camera, and I was like, and then just even the way if you when he's talking and stuff, like I just didn't know, I couldn't figure him out.
Yeah,
He's like, yeah, my name's Brad,
yeah,
and I do music, I haven't really released much, but I'm
Yeah,
like,
bro.
Yeah.
I'm like,
gonna drop
okay.
it.
I'm like, man, this must be like a starting artist. We're gonna, all right,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I was thinking. So here we go. Ballhead Brad, where would I be? That song's so hard.
And then we got LNF gonna share something next.
Thought I was on my deathbed, I was really stressing, All that stressing and it turned depression. Thought the Lord's done with me like you gon' learn this lesson. Thought I was on my deathbed, had me stressing. I was caught up in my feelings, I was thinking reckless. Thought the Lord's done with me like you gon' learn this lesson. I was so deep in my sin that I ain't see forgiveness. Learn this lesson, you gon' learn this lesson. My mind ain't turned on me like I was feeling helpless. I ain't know which way to turn like I just had my death wish. I was 6 feet in the ground, drowning in my casket. I was dead and gone, didn't see the light, couldn't find my way home. Couldn't fight cause I knew I was wrong. No one inside, I was so all alone. Yeah. But he changed all my ways. Saw me deep up in my sin and pulled me out the grave. Said he shed his blood for me so I won't live this way. Not just repent of all your sins, I'll show amazing grace. Sometimes I think about a life without you. What would I be about? Where would I be if I didn't have you? Sometimes I think about a life without you. What would I be about? Where would I be if I didn't have you? Thought I was on my deathbed, I was really stressing, All that stressing, it turned depression. Thought the Lord was done with me like you gon' learn this lesson. Now I'm on my way up. The old me is dead, I just had to shake 'em. Had to put my trust in Jesus cause he the way. Yahweh, never be the same. Left to hold me in the water right in Jesus' name. And I'm filled with Holy Spirit, now I'm really safe. No more time for all my feelings, gotta walk in faith. And I'm ready for every battle that come my way. No, I ain't joking. Holy Ghost fire filling me down to smoking. If you want it, you can get it. Yeah, I'm overflowing. Got that power inside of me, and yeah, it's really potent. Every captive will be free. Every devil gotta flee. And not because of me, but the God inside of me. Sometimes I think about a life without you. What would I be about? Where would I be if I didn't have you? Sometimes I think about a life without you. What would I be about? Where would I be if I didn't have you? Thought I was on my deathbed, I was really stressing, All that stressing, it turned depression.
That's supposed to mean.
Thought the Lord was done with me like you gon' learn this lesson. Now I'm on my way up. The old me is dead, I just had to shake 'em. Had to put my trust in Jesus cause he the way. Yahweh, never be the same.
How y'all coming for me?
I'll tell you something real funny real quick before we talk about that song. I was at a Mexican restaurant with my wife, and I look up and it's like these old pictures, like black and white, of like Mexican dudes playing like guitar and stuff. And bro, one looks just like Brian, bro. It was so funny. I'll find the picture of it and share it. I'll try to find it during the show tonight, but yeah, I got a picture of it somewhere.
That's my homie. I don't look like him though, man. Brian, like I said, Brian is one of them Christians that live the gangster life. I didn't live a gangster life, okay? I went through struggles, but I wasn't no gangster.
Yeah.
I was a decently nice person. So I don't ever try to act like I was, Nah, we totally different people, man. I don't look like Trejo. Y'all trying to say I look Mexican? That's crazy.
Nah, throwing a fitted maybe, but nah, not right now.
Right. And he's way fresher than me. Like, everybody knows that I have no swag, bro. Like, my outfit game is trash. I got hey dudes. That's what I got for kicks.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't either, bro.
They're basic, bro.
He said, "Hey,
Business
dudes."
casual. They fold up. They're convenient. Yeah, bro. All right, so we're gonna get into this next track. Let's get into LNF. LNF, if you don't know who he is, I'll let him introduce himself. Also, let me introduce you, LNF, to my co-host, and also a brother that we're connected. We're building together because it's just been flowing that way. So View, can you introduce yourself and give a little brief of like where you come from, your background, like you always do? I love your testimony, so I never get tired of hearing it. But go ahead.
Yeah, man. So I come from a secular industry. I was with TI, one of Hustle Gang's engineers, and down in Atlanta, worked with everybody in the industry from about 2011 to about 2017.
Mhm.
And then God literally called me out of that industry, literally told me to leave, like in a dream, verbally told me to leave because of said that the people around me didn't have the same morals as me, didn't want to know God, the way that I know God. And I woke up, packed my bags, and came back to Charlotte, North Carolina. And from there, God just blessed me. And so now I do engineering for the Kingdom. I work with Hog Mob, Brian T, Marcus Rogers, Marv, and a lot of independent Christian artists as well. And God's blessed me with this amazing studio that I'm in right now. I'll show you in a second. And not only just blessed me with equipment, but just with knowledge and wisdom of mixing. And I'm able to now bless the Kingdom with even better sound than a lot of industry artists. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'm getting that solid. So that's a very short brief of my testimony. But that's where I come from, is being in the industry, seeing the darkness down there, and my conscience and spirit just knowing that something was off. And later I realized and learned that it was that I had the Holy Spirit with me, and the ones that a lot of people around me didn't. And their spirits knew it. There was times I'd be sitting in the studio and I'd catch people just staring at me.
Right.
All right, this dude is over here just staring at me. Like, what is going on? And when I think back on it, I'm like, oh, that spirit that was on that dude, like, could tell that something was different than me. One thing my grandma always taught me when I was down there was, like, I'd get on the phone driving from like North Carolina to Atlanta, and I'd be like, yeah, grandma, pray for me. I'm gonna be in some places some Christians probably shouldn't be, some dark places, like strip clubs and things like that. Just pray for me. She said, well, baby, she's like, you just keep doing you, and you keep God first, and you be the light that shines in the darkness, because you might be the only light shining in that darkness.
Amen.
And so that always encouraged me to not feel condemned and too convicted, to not continue doing me. But at the same time, like, I was always aware that something was different about me, compared to a lot of stuff I was around. And so yeah, man, that's a little bit about me.
That's what's up. So I was sending beats to Grand Hustle back in like 09, 2010.
Yeah. 09 to 10, they were doing a huge campaign, because that's when around the time T.I. got locked up.
Yeah. I remember those times. Yeah. Oh man, that's dope, man.
Yeah.
That's really dope to hear.
So
sorry. I just want the people that heard Brad, I'm gonna bring him on real quick. Brad, can you drop us your Instagram?
Yeah,
so people know how to follow you.
Shout out Mike Crump too.
How I do that?
No. You could just say it. Just tell people where to go.
Yeah, it's his boy.
I'm gonna post it in the chat too.
It's Ballhead Brad Music.
Baldhead Brad Music. We did play your other song, bro, from last week. I wanted LNF to hear it, and other people too. They wanted to hear it.
Appreciate you, Mike. Mikey Crump's my brother. It's in the chat. One of my best friends growing up. Him and his brothers.
All right, I'm following now. Okay, I'm following now.
Yeah, I just put it in the comments for y'all, and it's right there on the screen. Ballhead Brad Music at Ballhead Brad Music. So go check him out. Yo, Brad, I appreciate you coming in here. If you need anything, hit me up on the Patreon or hit up View. You already know what it is, bro.
Yeah, don't be afraid to reach out during the week, bro. Just a chat, need discussion or fellowship, you know what I'm saying, or just want to talk about music. Definitely reach out.
All right, for the first song, I had a quick question. You think I got to re-record it, or can you work with that?
Your vocals sound a little distorted, so there may be some challenges with that. I mean, we can always make it sound the best that we can possibly make it sound, but one of the key things to engineering is a solid recording makes a solid mix. You know what I'm saying? But you can send the files and I can take a look at it and see what it's looking like.
Yeah, I just have everything turned up. That's why.
Yeah. So just send everything over. I might be able to clean it up.
All right, got you.
All right, dope.
All right, thanks, guys.
Hi, Brad.
All right, Brad. Have a great week, bro.
Yeah, you too.
All right. All right, my bad. Go ahead, continue. I just didn't want him sitting too long.
Yeah. Ellen, if you were saying
No, it's
right?
all good. No, yeah, no, it's a pleasure to meet you, bro. Now this has me. I know, Joe, you already got my song queued up.
I already
maybe I should drop something.
Hey, I literally told you. I said I'm gonna introduce you to somebody when you come on here. This is View.
You did.
He sees things from a different.
So real quick,
point.
Lawson found like what you DJ. So I've heard your name for sure before. I was telling Joseph, I was like, I know I heard that name. I've been working around like Marcus and Marcus Rogers and Brian T and Hog Mob. So I definitely heard your name come up before. So you DJ mainly? Is that what your main thing? And
so the main thing is I'm a curator or executive producer. So think DJ Khaled.
Okay.
That's the biggest thing. So I used to DJ. I haven't touched, to be honest, a mixer in probably 2 years.
Okay.
So I keep the name, but I'm also flirting with the just dropping the DJ.
Okay.
Just being lost and found.
Yeah.
Exclusive. But yeah. So I'm mostly a curator. That's my biggest thing. And then sound engineer as well. But mostly just been, self-taught.
Yeah.
Been doing it for 12 years in churches, different churches.
Yeah.
Just on the I guess the post side, I don't know anything as far as working with a dog.
Yeah.
So, I'm I'm an engineer, but live engineer. Yeah. So I can like talk you through and like, I like this, I like that, and I understand the language, but actually implementing it on the system, like on the software, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea. So
yeah, those are two different beasts for sure. I do live sound, and actually I've had 2 churches this past week have me come in and fix their sound, and you know how that is.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So and also you said you're curator, so you're putting projects together. Is that?
Yeah. So I put songs together basically by bringing all the elements together, the production, the artist, the direction, and then even taking it to completion. So even putting it out. And putting together the marketing, scheme and everything that somebody would do as an independent, right? Or even as a label. That's probably the best way to put it. But it's me on my own. And the biggest thing is doing good business. Because I started this thing, really because I saw independent artists out here who weren't getting shine. So kind of like this show, right? Not getting shine, and who were just not encouraged at all. So it was just a way to be encouraging, to the kid, to these artists. But it's grown and blown up to something that I did not expect for God to do.
Dope.
Now it's actually a business. Like I'm actually, everybody, not even just myself, but everybody who I'm working with is making money.
Yeah.
Off of it and able to, supply for their families and things like that. And to me, that's huge. Like, it's it's living out what we say that we believe in Scripture, right?
Mhm.
And you know, the Book of Acts. Not necessarily giving you my house, but I'm also not saying, hey, this is mine. I own it all. You have some ownership in this, because not only do I respect what you did creatively, I also just want you to eat. You know what I mean?
Man,
I
I'm
want to
telling you,
change
bro.
the industry.
Yeah,
I want to change it from the inside out. So, yeah,
crucial.
so that's a little bit about me. Yeah.
That's crucial, man. That's dope you say that, because like I'm in the process of actually working with someone in the secular industry. He's an A&R, and I've been trying to help like the Christian artists that I work with. Like, hey, I say it all the time. We need to get your paperwork right. We need to get your paperwork right,
Yes.
because yes, I can get your songs played on the radio. Yes, you can put it on Spotify, DistroKid all day, but you get to start getting those numbers counting towards yourself. You start getting them back end checks. It's because you got the paperwork right, which brings opportunities. I'm sure you've probably seen opportunities come up, like maybe like some sync opportunities and other things, just from having the paperwork right.
Yeah. We have now we're on Sirius XM Radio. We have the first Christian hip hop channel on Sirius XM Radio. So it seems like a lot of people aren't even signed up for a sound exchange,
Yeah.
right? And that's how you get
Yep.
paid off of there. And you know, I don't know how much you get from radio spins, because I'm on the ownership side. I'm not on the songwriter side, so I don't see any of that money. But when it comes to sound exchange, like that's literally changing people's lives financially.
I don't
And
even
I
know
think
what this
most people
stuff
don't know
is,
about it.
man.
I was just
That's-
talking to Joseph before we even got started. I was telling him like, "Yo," I said, I just mixed the song for him. I was like, "Bro," I was like, "Look,
He heard
what
it.
do you?" Oh, he heard, yeah. You know, just telling.
Oh, that was you? Okay,
Yeah.
okay, dope.
So I was
Okay.
telling him, I was like, "Bro," I was like, "What do you want to do? You want to drop it?" He's like, "Well, you know, this." I said, "Bro, we can go ahead and get it on the radio, get everything registered, and start, you know, getting some numbers up for it, you know, before it goes live on Spotify." I said, "But people are gonna start looking for it." But
Right.
I said, we just gotta get your paperwork right, get the sound exchange, get everything registered.
See, I don't know any of that stuff. I'm clueless.
Because I'm plugged in with
LNF could have helped me with that part a long time ago, but
I assumed you had all that. I thought you had
and
all that.
that's the thing. I'll tell you
Mhm.
what, like I think like 95% of the artists I've worked with in CHH don't have that. You know, what I'm saying?
It seems like it.
I be on the creative side. I just be making stuff, bro.
and
Listen, if you indie, you got to be both,
and
man.
that's another thing.
I know.
too.
Well, hello. What is this show? What is everything else I do?
Exactly.
Guy, I got a lot of the business side in order in some parts, but when it comes to the music and royalties, like it's been hit and miss. Like I'm on Song Trust, but something went wrong with my account. Like I tried to submit music and it was just this whole ordeal, man. It's like I don't know what I'm doing at this point. So
What I've tried to do, lost and found, is like what I hear a lot of, especially the bigger guys like Brian and Marcus. You know, they focus on ministry. You know what I'm saying? So they really don't want to focus on the business, because to them it takes away from their ministry. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like they feel like they're going to end up getting you know, getting mixed up in all of it and taken away from ministry. So I'm like, well, that's why I want to help, because let me help you get all this done. You ain't even got to think about that. Handle your ministry. And then as we're pushing things on the radio, because it was like with we look at the radio station, we were looking up some Christian artists that have a following and have some numbers on Spotify, YouTube. Zero count on Nelson, zero count on Billboard.
Yeah.
You know, and we're like, how does this person have, and it's all comes down to the paperwork's just not done.
Paperwork, yeah. Absolutely.
One thing I want, my one goal is when I send LNF a song, Lost and Found, I send him one song and he'll reply one day and say, "This is the one, Joseph." It has not happened.
Remain. Mode.
You said what?
Mode.
Hey, but Mode is
Come on.
Mode is old.
I told you.
Mode is old.
Mode just came out, bro. I told you Mode was the one. I told you that.
No song is old for one, ever. Because I ain't heard Mode. That's a brand new song for me. That's a brand new song for everybody who doesn't know who you are. No song is ever old unless you are.
You can look me up at Joseph Madigan on Spotify, every other platform. Look up Joseph Madigan. My last EP that dropped was Alignment. Song number 3 is Mode featuring G-Waz.
So you need to get that song over to Lost and Found. Let's get your paperwork right and pow.
He could have been did that.
Listen, let me say
Just
this.
kidding.
This is what I did when I first started creating on this side of music, right? Because I was a producer before, so I have to learn all this stuff just like anybody else.
Right.
But in 2020, I went out and I got business coaching from somebody who knew.
Yeah.
And I paid them, like weekly. We'd meet, and everything that I know now, and and of course you still have to continue to learn. But everything I know now is because I went to the training, basically.
Yeah.
And I invested in that. And I think even most people don't even think about that because it's not something that's advertised.
Right.
Right. Like I just happened to stumble upon it because a shout out to Lamar Riddick, who I've learned everything from basically as far as the business side. I just wanted to bless him one night, and then he was like, "Yo, since you blessing me, let me bless you." And we started that relationship from the business side, and now I'm able to help those who I know. Like Joe, if I had known you didn't have all this stuff set up, I'd have been give you the rundown. Like PRO, you got Song Trust, Sound Exchange next, and then that covers your basics. You know what I mean? You're getting all of your money. Song Trust your publisher, so you're covering all that. But even past that, there's still even more places to register, to get on Billboard and all of this type of stuff. It's a lot of work. It's a lot. So I get it.
That's where the teamwork makes the dream work.
I just need LNF to become my executive producer.
See, look at this.
And I will pay you.
I'm expensive, Joe.
I'll pay you in reactions. I will react to every artist you tell me to, okay?
That's a deal. We got it.
All right, let's play this song because View, you've heard a lot about LNF. People have heard a lot about him. Let's play this new track because I, on purpose, have not listened to it yet.
Oh, word.
I have not listened to it on purpose because I was like, yo, I'm going to wait until I hear it live.
Let me get it pulled up.
Good.
Spotify. Okay.
So I'll tell you guys about this track. The track is called Sunshine by View. You pull it up. It's featuring Mike Teasy, MC Nice, and Stevie Rizzo. Basically, the song is all about glorifying Christ. And it doesn't go any deeper than that. Is the view is to glorify Christ. Yeah. And really the scripture that I looked at, and that reminds me is in I forget exactly where it is right now, but the story about Jesus being baptized, and the Father saying that he's pleased. This is my son who I'm well pleased. You have the Holy Spirit, the dove coming down. So that's kind of, maybe that'll give people a little bit of a visual when they're listening to the song. That's kind of where my headspace was.
Dope. Mike Teasy's my homie too. So shout out Mike Teasy.
Oh, all right.
So let's get started with Sunshine. Off the bat, real quick, as soon as I heard that, it sounds like a song that Mike Teasy would get on.
Shine down on us, free me from the dark, may your sun fight for us. It's already done, Lord, I know who you are, creator. Oh, so let your sun shine, let your sun shine, let your sun shine, light the world, Father, we need your guidance, let it all shine, let your sun shine, so let your sun shine, like
the high note.
Father, we need your guidance, let it all.
Light it up, I'm trying to see just where I'm going. Lord, I need your guidance. Without you, I just be roaming. Searching for a signal, I can't find it though. That's why every step that I take, I need you to shine up on. Yo, hey. Light up my pathway, make my path straight. Gotta make sure I'm in your will, cause these are the last days. I was walking in the dark like where the light go. Now every step I take is lit like Michael. They think it's diamonds on me cause you tryna know me. Ain't no VVS is on my neck. If they see I'm glowing, I already know to give credit to you cause that's who I reflect. Ain't got a fret, you paid on my debt. Better wake up if you dreaming. I never knew I was rocking my clothes, but now I'm in light and I'm gleaming.
Shine down on us, free me from the dark. May your sun fight for us. It's already done, Lord. I know you are creator.
Man, I need buttons, man. I need DJ buttons
So
right
let
now.
your sun shine. Let your sun shine. Let your sun shine. Light the world, Father. We need your guidance. Let it all shine. Let your sun shine. So let your sun shine. Light the world, Father. We need your guidance. Let it all
Energy. Changing my tendencies and my frequency to free me from my enemy. Had the propensity to match density as the father to send me. The enemy was given the living me, the will to be, but not to be, so I can be, driven from grace, but I chose to be the light you see. Righteously through poverty, full of purpose to guide me. Broke the surface to rise and be. Honestly, pride will make you feel away on the inside. Running from truth, trying to get away. That water life is the prosper life. The moment you seek, you conquer strife. Along with the meek, you let the fight. And say the weak from the devil's play. That shine down is a line down. When it climb up, you find ground. When the time's up and you wind down, triple crown, Motown.
shine down on us, free me from the dark. May your sun fight for us. It's already done, Lord. I know you are creator. Oh, so let your sun shine. Let your sun shine. Let your sun shine. Light the world, Father. We need your guidance. Let it all shine. Let your sun shine. So let your sun shine. Light the world, Father. We need your
love that high
guidance. Let it all.
Appreciate it, fellas. Appreciate it, man.
So is that you on the second verse?
No, so that's MC Nice on the second verse, TZ on the first, and on the hook is Stevie Rizzo.
Okay. And so is that a sample in the background? The female vocals?
Yeah, I know it's royalty free. So Kardec, I don't know if you know Kardec Drums. He produced this. He works a lot with like Reach Records and all of them.
Yes, it sounds like it's like recorded as part of the song. You know, that's what's
No. Now there are background vocals where I got a choir just to do a background vocals. Which admittedly I did want it to be a little bit larger, but at the same time you need like 20 people for that, and I just didn't have the budget for that. But the sample I think you're talking about that came with the.
That's dope. Yeah, that's dope. So I have a question I'm gonna ask is like it looked like it was like mastered at like -6 decibels, like the limiting, the loudness.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. So what should have been at 0? You turned it down,
I ended up turning it up because it was at -1 generally. Now I'm gonna check something, but I'm muting my thing. Yeah, I was just curious because I'm like, oh man, it's like hitting at like -6, like that's where like the limit was. But I'm gonna check something on my end. And Joseph, you spit your game on the song, see what you got to say.
It was okay. You know.
Hard hitter, hard hitter.
I don't really ever say things are great, but it was, I'm just kidding. I'm messing with him. It was super dope. I love the dynamics. There's so many dynamics within the song that it feels full. It was just super dope to me from start to finish. I love the high notes in the chorus. I love TZ's part. The last dude, the way he wove in and out the beat, I was like, at first he caught me, and then I was like, they brought it back, and then he started like going on that off beat, and I thought that was dope. So yeah, definitely added even a different dynamic flow wise, cadence wise, by adding that little touch. So yeah, very dynamic song.
Yeah, I think the mix on the second verse could have been a little bit better, to make it a little more brighter. But overall, the energy of the song and the it reminds me of a song that I would hear on like college radio Sunday morning. You know what I'm saying, when they're playing the gospel, but lit. You know what I'm saying, because you got those gospel songs that sound like they're ready to go and they're praising, but this one's like new school praise and gospel worship.
Right.
So what I want to do real quick, I was going to play a song that just a quick bit of a song that I mixed, and we're going to listen to the loudness difference of this one. And this is before, so I've got the Neve Master Bus processor, which is my new mastering piece.
Show it.
And so yeah, I'll show Lost and Found real quick what we're working with here. So this is my analog gear. I got the Mog EQ4M, Manly Numu, Rupert Neve Master Bus processor, successor, SSL, and then my converters are all dangerous converters over there. So like everything's mastering converters, mastering equipment.
They're dangerous. I don't know what that means. They're dangerous.
It's a setup that God has blessed me with and taught me how to use. God taught me how to use all this. Because there's times I'm sitting here like, I can't believe I know how to use all this and do it properly. So this is a song before the Master Bus processor, but it was one step before. I got this, and I'm just going to let you hear the level difference of the loudness on Spotify. So here's let me see. Unmute this.
When I was home, nights for the long runs. Every mission was for the home run. Grinding to the day come. Ain't no play till the pay come. Washing my hands cause it's all done.
Jumped up that porch at 13, I knew what came with it. Certified from these trenches, I was really raised in it. Do 25 to life, but we taking it to the grave with it.
Shine, let your sun shine. Let your sun shine. Light the world, Father, we need your guidance. Let it all shine. Let your sun shine. So let your sun shine. Light the world, Father, we need your guidance. Let it all
light it up. I'm trying to see this well.
So like on my meters, like mine's like that much hotter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where yours was hitting at, and it looks like yours is hitting like -6, and I don't know, who mastered it or what the process was. So, I'm just picking my own brain and picking your brain at the same time, and giving you my point of view is like something happened there where it could have been had more body. Even it's not that it sounds bad or anything, but the fullness of it could have been a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you're gonna lose it once you go on Spotify. Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Yeah. That's yes. Mastering is not. So, to be honest, I don't have any knowledge of mastering. So for me, I end up just leaning on everybody else's expertise when it comes to mastering. So
hit your boy up, man. Yeah. Hit your boy up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. So what we can do is we'll get in touch, and you can send me something. I can show you what I can do. Basically what
He's
I do.
also teaching, so yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna be teaching on my Patreon and everything. I run everything through all my outboard gear and back in the converters. You know what I'm saying? And just the gear alone, before me even adjusting anything, just engaging the gear like already makes a difference. And then when I start turning knobs, it's just like incredible. I did mastering digitally before I had my hardware in studios for 10 years, so I studied mastering. Mixing's my main thing, and then I really got into mastering, and now I'm really into both, you know what I'm saying, because of everything I have. But I'm just getting better and better at mastering and getting these levels so big and wide. You know what I'm saying, paying attention to
I did hear that on your mix, especially in the lows.
Yeah, paying the separation of the lows. Like I had a session last night, and a minister came in here, and he's a rapper, and we finished, he's like, dude, he's like, I've never heard like the kick hit, and the bass hit, but it doesn't affect my vocals, and my vocals are shining. And he's like, I can hear everything so clear and loud, but nothing's affecting the other. And that's the big comment, the big thing I get from a lot of artists, like, man, like I play in the car and it's hitting, but my vocals are still shining. Like and that's a big thing with the converters that help separate the frequencies and keep them from mashing together. And the kick, you turn to get the bass up, but now the vocals are down, or the vocals up and the kicks down. So that's a big part of the separation with the master bus processor too. So yeah, man, I'd love to work with you and collab on some projects and grow together, network, and all that, man.
Yeah, send me your info, bro.
Yeah, I got you.
Or I'll look you up. Is it View
View
Beats?
Beats. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna look you up.
You can talk to Mike Teasy too. I've done some work for Mike. Actually, Mike hasn't heard the master bus processor yet. The last song I did for him was right before I got that too. But Joseph's heard it. That song that you heard, I ran that through that, and it's just a beautiful sound.
Nah, sounded good. Sounded good, Joe. I heard it. So I didn't have no critique. You see that, right? I had no critique.
Yeah,
it sounds good.
What was his response? Right. His response.
Go ahead. What I say? Probably said exactly that. Sounds good.
Sounds good. That's what he said.
See?
What kind of mediocre response is that? Sounds good. Yep. I'm doing something right now, so sounds good.
Oh, God.
I think you might be following me. I think that
I'm already following you. Yeah. Okay.
As I say, I know I knew I heard your name. There we go, lost and found. Yeah.
I want to hear. Sounds good. That's a super dope. Love this. But he must have been busy. He said it's.
I already gave you the whole background, man. I gave you the critique already. You already know what I said about that one.
I know. I need to stop sending you stuff before I make it master.
You think, Lost and Found, you think that he should get a feature on that song?
No. For me, I didn't feel like it was a single.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I feel like I like the track. I just wouldn't put it out as a single. I think it's a great, like a transitioning track on like an album, like a track 8 or 9. It's not bad, but for me, like if you listen between this and Mode, for one, Mode is a cheat code because of BPM, right? Because we're thinking about people, not thinking about connoisseurs of music, and it depends on how you want to put your music out. But I kind of, at this point, I'm not even gonna lie, I kind of am dumbing down my approach, just because you put all this money and time into your music, and then you don't get the response that you want, and it's something that you love, but then your average person, they just don't respond to, like, I think in rap at least, like musicality. Like they respond to trap, they respond to fast beats, fast rapping, you know what I mean? And when you want to put out something that's emotional, you just don't get the same output. I find it, at least. That's what I think. But like I said, Joe, I think it's a good song.
But it's not a single. My last track wasn't a single. This track ain't a single. When am I going to make a single?
I would have listened to Lost and Found, though. You know what I'm saying?
That's all right.
No, I know. No. Trust me. I respect his opinion. He's the one I go to. Dope. But
when I used to make beats, I was going to call myself Track 9 Productions, because nothing that I made sounded like a single. Nothing. It all sounded like it just deserved to be on an album, and it's like soulful, or R&B and something like that. But nothing sounded like a single. So
homework for me. What does a single sound like? What would you expect from a single? I'm gonna get it from the Lord, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, I'm also trying to, see what
for your style. I don't think I have an answer for it, because you're going for emotional. You're going for like it's a lot of emotions, right? In your music, and like style wise. So like you did, like, and I keep bringing it back to Mode, because I probably would have never took a dance track and then added the emotion that you have, like almost like a man, what's the word? I can't even think of what the word is right now. But like this, it's just your style. It worked. It married so well with that style. That's something I wouldn't have tried, right? But you did it and you killed it, and that's why I keep bringing it up. I'm telling you because that mode is the one.
I'm about to
Because it's the one that's
I'm about to
gonna.
play it
Yeah,
real
go ahead
quick.
and play it. Yeah.
He has to go though soon. I don't want to.
We'll play a little bit of it.
I could do this and then go.
Okay.
Nah, she was on the mic again with Joseph Madigan.
I like
I'm
that.
ready to word, man. Baby, to the man. Yeah. Mud. You got me in the mode. We're so close, I just cannot let go. It's just us, nobody has to know. You're the one guy, you can have control. You got me in the mode. You got me in the mode. You're the one guy, you can have control. You got me in the mode. You got me in the mode. You be my day one from day one. Your resurrection, my salvation. Even when I'm down and out, I'ma pray on. I need your strength, Lord. Give me strength, Lord. I'm in the front line with my full armor. But I give me strength to go, and I know God time. But I give me strength so I can stand on my own two feet. When you tell me to move, I will move. You got me in the mode. We're so close, I just cannot let go. It's just us, nobody has to know. You're the one guy, you can have control. You got me in the mode. You got me in the mode. You're the one guy, you can have control. You got me in the mode. You got me in the mode. Madigan, you got me in the mode, and you can have control. My mind, will emotions, my mind, body, soul. I give it all away before I fall away. I gotta stay focused, I'm walking in your ways. We're walking in your ways. We're walking in your ways. You got me in the mode. We're so close, I just cannot let go. It's just us, nobody has to know. You're the one guy, you can have control. You got me in the mode.
Yeah, that's dope.
See, EDM rave type track. You know,
Even
not that we
like
want people to
EDM
rave.
/ like getting into like a quick speed Afro beat. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
and Afro. I'll tell you what, Afro beats right now is like the hit. It's
Mhm.
I DJ. I do like.
Well, now it's going into drill.
But I'm talking about globally. Like,
Yeah.
so I DJ like parties, business, corporate parties, bar mitzvahs, weddings. I did a bunch of corporate parties for Christmas every year. I'm talking about every Christmas party I did. Girls were coming up saying, "Can you play Afro beats? Can you play some Afro?" White girls, black girls, Middle Eastern girls. Everyone wanted to hear Afro beats, and now I just throw on Afro beats. I DJ at a restaurant. People just sitting there eating. Yo, I love it. I love what you're playing. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, like Afro beats is like the jam. I'm about to I've produced a couple. I'm about to start really hitting hard with like production on Afro beats, like while it's hot.
Yeah, I think Afrobeats is next. Maybe even samba, like anything like
Yeah.
Brazilian. I think is on a coming up as well. But yeah. I love that style for you, Joe. I'm just saying, I love that style for you, bro. Not that you should do everything like that. See,
That's
now
how
you're
you
gonna
want
go
me to
crazy
do
with
it?
Nah,
You
just
got
that
me
once
in
a
the
year.
mode.
Once a year.
Okay,
all
once a
right,
year.
to prepare everybody.
Okay,
Once a year.
okay.
But the overall, like if you just take the vocals, like that emotion that you and Chihuahuas work together so well.
Yeah, we're putting a project together.
That's your pocket, man. That's your pocket, if you ask me. You know.
I know, but like my pocket lately, I've been liking my pocket lately.
Still been emotionally driven. You know, I think I don't think you lose that just because of different production.
Right.
You know.
Okay. Advice taken. I will do some reels with Mode. I need to do some reels in general with my last project. Because it definitely was slept on. Nobody even knows it exists.
Keep pushing,
but that's
brother.
part of it.
Pushing from 2020.
Right. No, it's part of it. Right.
I'm still pushing music from 2020.
Yeah, man.
But I think the hardest thing for me as an artist is that I'm so jaded that I always look at my old stuff as old stuff. Like once I'm done with it, it's old. Once I release it, it's old.
Like I don't remember where I was, who I was talking to. They were talking about like artists, like when you push a song, most artists, including artists I know, they'll push a song for maybe a month. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. And then it's like, okay, what's next? But every time you share that on Instagram, like even repost your reel, repost that track, because every new viewer, that song's new to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's always new to somebody.
I know, that's what you got to keep in your head.
Yeah, and even the people who heard it a month ago, you play it again. Oh yeah, I remember that. You know what I'm saying? It might be recapping for them, and then they listen to it again, and then they get stuck in their head more. But I not to go into secular, but I'm going into secular for a second. I know 2 Chainz, the way he blew up was pushing the same song for 2.5 years straight. One song, he pushed one song for 2.5 years straight. Then that song blew up. That's the only song he pushed for 2.5 years, didn't push anything else. And that's what blew him up from going from Titty Boy to 2 Chainz. And, I've seen it also with Hustle Gang. That was one of Hustle Gang's Grand Hustle's big things was before you drop an album, drop a single and make that single blow up. Once that single blows up, the album's done. Album's over here sitting, waiting to be released. But pushing that single, getting that single, then boom, now that single.
I think that's what I'm kind of doing.
The single becomes the campaign
but
for the album.
Got the single.
Yeah. Young Dro.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got to get the single. I got 2 tracks that could be on a project, possibly.
Yeah. Get the single, man. You got songs on Spotify. You got enough songs on Spotify for people to go back and listen to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To where, if
it is what it is, man. It will happen in due time. But at the same time, I don't want to be ignorant either and not, move in excellence on the business side. But, yo, LNF, I appreciate all your time. I appreciate you coming here and blessing us with your presence.
Absolutely.
And,
absolutely.
As soon as you came in here, comments instantly going crazy. LNF's in here. LNF, this is crazy.
I don't know why. Oh man, appreciate it. No, well, thank you, man. Thank y'all for the time. Views, nice
you
meeting
too,
you,
bro.
brother.
I'll definitely.
I will be hitting.
Yeah,
you
we'll
up.
be in touch,
I'll
man.
be
So much we can do together. You know what I'm saying? That I want to do too, and work with you, and we can both help Joseph together, and come together on a lot of things for the kingdom for sure.
Absolutely, 100%.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
All right, yo. I'm just kidding.
Am I kicking myself out? What's going on?
All right, y'all. I thought we was on a video call for a second. I blanked out.
We are live.
Yeah. Hey, bless you, bro.
Right,
I'll
man.
talk to you soon, fam.
All right, God bless, bro.
All right. That was funny.
That was funny.
All right, y'all. I don't know. I just blanked out. I think also just talking about stuff makes me think about it, and I'm like, yeah.
I mean, I think that's one of the good things about the show, and I think that over time, more and more people will start recognizing, man, we're dropping some gems on here, and I was telling my wife that today. I was like, like just the small bit we've done, like the small amount of networking, it's still networking, you know what I'm saying, and just like growing a network, and then we're just dropping gems on here for people, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. So anyway, I think that is all we have for submissions was LNF and then Brad. So that's what we got.
Word.
So do we have to come on video? No, you don't. Oh, he commented on there.
Who is it?
I'm just seeing it. It was Ballhead Brad in Patreon. He said something. Okay, so we are going to end the show here. View, tell them where they can find you on Instagram and stuff.
Find me at ViewBeats, VIEWBEATS at ViewBeats. Find me on Twitter at ViewBeats. I'm more active on Instagram. Yeah, ViewBeats everywhere. That's where you can find me. Message me. I interact. I follow back.
We need to get you in the caption so I could just pull it up too when we talk about it. I am Madigans Reactions. That sounded like I am Groot. I am Madigan Reactions. Madigan Reactions on Instagram for reactions. If you would like to follow my artist stuff, go to Joseph Madigan Music and check that out as well. But man, we enjoyed this. Always a good time. View, appreciate you. Appreciate your time. I know you are busy. I'm going to the conference.
Oh, that's dope. That's this weekend, right?
I leave tomorrow.
Sweet.
Yee!
Take some pictures or it didn't happen.
I'm going on a break. All right, y'all.
Peace.